We'll be right back. All right. Well, top of the morning. What's up, Jens? Biggest miner, Ocean is. The ocean is pretty sweet. Easy razor. Top of the morning, man. All right. Well, we got some cleanup on the chart to do. So let's do that. Yeah, let's start with some cleanup here. Looks like, I believe, I haven't gotten off this time frame yet. I had a busy morning. This is my first time really at the charts. This is starting to look a lot like a 4 hour break of market structure. That's what it kind of looks like to me. But anyways, so let's kind of clear some of this up. Let's go over what happened. So we did get a little bit of a reaction off of this guy, right? But like I said, um, that was I was very specific on the place I was going to pull the ripcord if we seen a reaction, which was that guy. Cool. And then so it comes up again, and it was just shooting up really aggressive, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't think that's gonna work too much. Um, well, whatever. So, little bit of motion, but nothing really worth beans, right? Nothing worth the beans. Okay, so Let's move these positions because they worked out well enough that I think. Oh, this isn't even the same chart that I had that other folder on. Never mind. I don't. I guess I don't even have a folder for successful trades on this chart. Who cares? Move on with life. Who cares? It's all old news. It's all old news. Go away. Boom, boom, boom. You can go away. And nope, not interested in that low. Not interested in that low. I think if for whatever reason price is coming here, I think it's also coming here anyway. So I think we need any lines there. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my God, who else is here? Reapers, good morning. Alexandria G, top of the morning. Curtis Neal. Tyler has a bike. Tyler has a bike. I know who Tyler has a bike is. Reapers, Creepers, Alex, everybody, cheers. All right, yeah. So we got some good lift out of there. Awesome, sweet. Kind of anticipating that market structure to hold. All looks well for our. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I'm not going to call that a break yet. I'm not going to call that a break yet. No, does that really matter when the higher time frame, like the daily and the 8 hour, are still perfectly intact? Does it really matter if that becomes a 4 hour break? No, probably not. Probably not. Okay, so yeah, wicks to wicks. So quite likely, it would seem more likely than not that we would maybe establish a little bit of a range up here. Price does look a little over extendo. Um, so where is some decent support underneath this? Mm, yeah, probably. We should probably just pick on these guys. I think they ought to be sufficient. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Yeah, there's just this little. Like I definitely like this area the most, but I'm kind of interested in what we have going on right here too. Kind of interested in what we have going on right here. Uh, so let's see if boom 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 boom. So we do have a pretty valid 15-minute low right here that looks like we're gonna break. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's trying to kind of establish it. It looks like it's trying to establish a new range to me. Kind of like similar to what we had going on down there, but some sort of a new range. Like we've got obviously this is going to be the top of the range, but like I'm half wondering if it doesn't sort of hold these lows right here with initiation over this high. It is welcome to retrace. I have no problems with that. That's actually it'd be more bullish to probably come down into an area like that. Hmm. Yeah, BTC. Yeah, well, I mean, Alex, it had a little bit of a, it needs to take some rest, man. We had a pretty good lift, I say. Pretty, yes. Come on, man. It was like a 7% in 24 hours. I think it needs a nap. I think it needs a nap. It's Friday, right? So I don't suspect we have anything exciting to deal with. What is this? I am definitely looking to this entire thing as a larger range now, though. I will say that. I am looking at that as its own individual range now, which has set a low and has set a high, but has neither swept the low nor has swept the high. So let's talk about those. I guess we can get those on because I will 100% be interested in a trade in either direction of this range. So that would be one. And no need for a big SL on that because if you start breaking this low, then I mean, listen, I've covered all that, right? So I don't think there's any. Yeah, we don't need a big SL there. That's all I'm saying. And that belongs down the line because if anything were to happen, it is going to be the one off the top first. So we'll take a look there. Probably need to zoom out real quick and see how I feel about that short, though. Yeah, yeah, why not? Why not? I'm okay with that. I mean, you're playing with like a little bit of fire in the sense that you could easily like break this and be, above it and be doing that kind of range initiation, mitigation, continuation back up to the all-time high. Yeah, of course we know that's possible, right? Of course we know that's possible. So we use our brains when it comes up here, and we don't just blindly short it. But I would look to that. I would look to it. There's a lot of long zones on the table. That's unfortunate, but if I don't think, let me state this in a different way. Let's go down to maybe the 10 minute. Um, yeah, I think there's a lot of longs on the table for the day. I think there's, I think there's longs to be had right here. I mean, I will not be surprised if this low holds and it rotates right back up to the top of that today. That would not surprise me. But what I meant to say about this is I don't think that it's gonna like flip structure off of here and come up. What am I trying to say? I don't think it's gonna say come into an area like this, flip structure to form a lower high. I don't think it's going to come in here and flip structure and form a lower high. No, I don't think that. I think wherever we lift from, be it here, here, or here, where and you're going to see something happen in market structure, right? Wherever we do flip from, we are coming for this guy, right? We're coming from this guy. So yeah, I think the unfortunate thing is with that big 7% climb in one day, we do have lots of inefficiencies that we've kind of got to be aware of. But wherever this thing does floor out from, it's gonna lift. So I guess all I'm saying is it might seem like a lot of different things to look at. That might seem, I mean, it is a lot, guys, right? One, two, three, four, five, right? That's five different areas in which it could turn around and take a run from the high. All I'm saying is that I don't think market structure, just follow the market structure. God, that's all I'm trying to say. I overstated that. Completely overstated that. Um, right, because we already have the makings of a range within a range right here. Yeah, I'm totally fine with that. Once we, here's a caveat. If we come down to either of these next sort of areas, we'll be breaking market structure, right? We'll be breaking 15-minute market structure. Well, God, does that make me have to like change my mind that we could see a lower high then? Okay, let's think through this. Let's think through this. Let's go back to the 15 minute. Let's identify some strong highs and some weak lows and maybe go from there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say, so yeah, let's just be objective. This is the strong low on the 15 minute. Strong, I think it still has an R in it last time I checked. And this is the week high. Okay, then we'll probably need to look at some week. But see, I'm just, this is tough. There's a lot of overextension right here. The what's going through my head right now is could we see a break on the 15 minute? Could we see a break on the 15 minute only to turn around and what happened there? That was new. That was new. Could we see the 15-minute break only to turn right around and take out that high? And part of me says this is a circumstance in which that may happen. Just following this larger flow here, manner of trying to feel like what I would, how I feel about breaking 15-minute market structure here. It's a weekend. I think this might be the best. Okay, this is how I'm going to tell myself this. Um, I think if it breaks this 15-minute low right here, which is not a really confident 15-minute low, it's barely a low, but if it breaks it, I think it's just going to be sort of establishing a little bit of a new range. Yeah, I feel like it needs a little bit of retracement. That's what I do. That's what I do feel like. That's what I do feel like. All right, so we've got our exterior of the range trades. I'll say it the same way I always say it. I will still feel more confident about these than just about anything else. But and then we've got a lot of ideas for lift here. Hmm. But it's Friday. It's probably going to be boring. Okay, sorry. I get distracted. I get distracted. Did I miss anything in chat? New contracts are expiring in 26 minutes. Yeah, Luke, I agree. Um, an accumulation range here would be really cool. Would be really cool to just see it kind of start trying to break and failing, and getting. That's probably not the best tool to draw that with. Just getting some wicks in this area. Getting some wicks. finding some manner of accumulation, roundness of bottomness, yeah, we like that. That'd be bullish. That'd be bullish. Do, 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 do. Trump talks Sunday at the end of the conference. Okay, okay. Could come back for it on Monday. All right. Yeah, so probably kind of, it's probably going to be a boring day. That's what I think. I think it is probably going to be a boring day. Um, yeah, okay, so a purge of this liquidity here is going to interest me. If we purge all this liquidity right here, yeah, that is going to interest me for a run back up to the top. So I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye here, but I want the whole thing. Yeah, yeah, no, 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 that's not going to cut it for me. Yeah, I want it all. I want it all. I want all that liquidity. Get that off of there. Let's leave that on there. Right, so we know that. Okay, so that's boom, boom. Yeah, yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Here's another way I may be able to describe. I think for the time being, we're just going to have to use some really small market structure. I don't love telling you guys to do that though. Like we barely have any flow developing to this. It's just slow, ever so slight. Oh, by the way, I have carpet cleaners showing up like any minute. So they get interrupted. And if they don't show up, that's gonna be such a heartbreak. I got here so early to move everything. Oh, that would suck. Anyways, I want to see like a little bit of a better flow, more humping, more humps, please. Um, like something more along the lines of what we see here, not these piddly little ones here. Um, and really just following that leg for a shift in it. Watch it just run up from here. Watch it just run right up from here. That'd be a real dick move, BTC. Don't do that. That'd be a dick move. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking for anything. Yeah, I am. I am. I'm looking for anything to flip on this leg. There's just not much to that leg right now. Essentially, all we have is I need I need this high to complete itself, and I need it to take that low right there. I need it to form a high, and I need it to take this low, and then I can kind of start tracking it at that point. And the moment I see this, it's time to shoot for the weak high right here. Yeah, yeah. It needs to form these, and then give us something to track with our highs and our lows. Give us something to track with some alerts. Watch it come around and take one of these highs, and then look to just look to drive it up to the week high. And I know that I hope that's helpful. I mean, I'm sure somebody would love for me to say, let's long exactly right here. But I'm just not that smart, guys. I'm not. It just doesn't work that way. Though I do feel good about that level. um, I'm just not that smart. I'm not going to pretend to be that smart. All right. Anybody got any questions? Because it's just a waiting game of watching paint dry on a Friday for BTC. I don't expect a lot of excitement, and I feel like I have done a decent job of telling you what I'm looking for. There's only one short on the table for me, and it is this guy. Everything else is just looking for lifts. Lift, 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 lift. Where are we going to lift from? Where does the next mid time frame higher low form? Where is that next mid time higher low going to form? Where is it going to be? It's going to be somewhere in here, and I highly suspect it's going to coincide with a market structure change. I do. Yep. So, questions? Brew, today we need the exit clause. Okay, all right. Yeah, I can give you a Brewberry out today. I typed beer and techno, and Google sent me here. Ah, Mark, that was funny. That was funny, man. I thought that was hilarious. Um, yeah, that one gave me a good laugh. That one gave me a good laugh. Okay, what did this bastard child ETH do? What did that thing do? So it never formed this nice V snapping both this high and that high that I was looking for and giving us any manner of demand. That never happened. Instead, it just kind of accumulated across the lows, um, and then ran back up here. Boy, what a yeah! You know what? I mean, come on. That was this price action. Not nearly as clean as Bitcoin was yesterday. Um, it's still, yeah, it's just not as clean. Stop. Get out of here. Get out of here. No great retests of anything. The really clean sort of retest would have been like, probably like something like this. Like, I mean, like, come on. I don't know. Like the BTC price action yesterday was just clean. It was spot on. This, poo poo water compared to that. But, it looks good. I'd be very interested in a zone like this on ETH for sure. For sure, I would be interested in that. So let's delete some of the other stuff and let's get a little bit of a price label on here and let's put our fancy, pretty little blue box in there. And yeah, like 3207. Yeah, I'd be down to like this guy. Let's mark that there. Let's delete this box and then let's drag. Oh, I thought I'd marked that low. Bastard child. Actually, I need to look. I need to look all the way as low as this. I do need to look all the way as low as this. Are my carpet cleaners here? Do I see people? Dude, I'm gonna be so bummed if those carpet cleaners don't show up. Oh my god. I guess I got to work out in this morning. Look into this zone on ETH. Let's see. What kind of structure do we have? Do we have something as high as 10-minute structure? Hmm. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Um, I just kind of start flowing this out. If you could maintain 10-minute, like actually build 10-minute structure coming into that, I would look for that kind of a thing to happen, this kind of a thing to happen out of a zone like this. And yeah, for visual reference, it would. Oh, what's the thing I want? Is that the thing I want? For visual reference, I would be covering the low of this demand, and I would be targeting back up to this as a target one. And I think there's a easy potential for a 3R out of an area like that with a confirmation like this. And now well, okay, so let's be real though, because if you wait for the break and you don't get a retest, your risk to reward's not going to be looking like a 3R. It's not. So you'll have to be a ninja and try and refine this. Yeah, try and refine this. But this, yeah, any structural shift coming out of 3207 on ETH, I would find that to be interesting. I personally think that would be interesting. Nah, nothing interesting on that chart. Nothing is interesting. It's just kind of like a range. A word. I just never use that word range. Interesting. Okay, so we definitely have more sweeping on the bottom. I kind of feel like, yeah, it's just an undecided range. That's all it is. It's an undecided range with a weak low underneath it. Cool. No real interesting information there. What did Dodge do yesterday? Because I felt like Doge was looking sweet. where was it? Where was it yesterday at Sunday, 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 Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? Yeah, yeah, yeah. We were looking. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just all lost because like I'm on the 30-minute time frame. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. I still think Doge has got a fairly bright future in front of it, from what I can tell. All of this kind of presented very, very similarly on Bitcoin, right? Like it was a very similar presentation. The difference is Bitcoin is what? It's about like here. It's somewhere in this neighborhood. This guy's still down here. And it's got to be a decent move up to that high. We don't need a highlighter. We want to measure things. Yeah, I mean, it's still 11% move up to that high, so I think there's love to be had on Doge. But this is giving me next week vibes. This is giving me next week vibes because like we barely just got into supply on this. It's holding pretty strong up in that though. Supply. Um, it's holding fairly strong. But I don't know, like my issue is like this stuff here. Some of this is going to need to be addressed before we run up for a high like that. So I think it needs to, yeah, I think it just needs to range a little bit more. If you put a gun to my head and said, "Damn it, Brewberry, you're going to tell me where you're going to long Doge or you're going to die like a dog." Yeah, it's probably like 12 cents. Um, it's probably in 12 cents area. Like about that. No, not quite really loving that either. Not much on 30. Yeah, it's like that or this guy. Down, 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 down. Yeah, it's like 12.5 or 12.8 ish, somewhere in that zone. I'd be pretty hands off on it in between the two. There's like a speck of demand in here. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. So yeah, I'd be kind of hands off in between this area, but I would be interested in this and I would be interested in that. But nobody probably gives a shit about Doge. So what do you guys care about? What do you guys want to talk about? I've got a few minutes still. Heard Soul took off. Haven't looked at the chart. Yeah, it did. It did. It did do a little thing. It didn't do it the way I wanted it to do it. It was being. I don't think it did it the way I wanted it to do it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it did not. Um, I mean, yeah, it was just it took the whole ass low again compared to where we were looking at it yesterday. See, that was the when we was looking at it yesterday. Um, I remember glancing back on this chart. Uh, there was still this little extreme point of demand that had been left unmitigated. It came back for that and the overall low. I was saying, hey, there's no market structure confirmation for me to long it until we broke this, which we did break it, and then we immediately SFP'd the more relevant swing high right there, and then it gets sent back to the low that created it. Go away, magnet tool. Go away. Then it gets sent back to the low that created it, breaks that low, and then comes all the way down for that low, puts in its next 15-minute shift in structure right off of that low. Um, that's a nice trade right there. I mean, no retest really, but yeah, so it took off. Does that mean we can short it now? Maybe. Oh, yeah. Why not? Why not, right? So, okay. So if we lose this low after interacting with that last high, um, then I think I think it's totally allowed to be shorted. Yeah, I think it's totally allowed to be shorted at that point. Probably short it fairly low too. Let's hold on. Let's clean this up because I think I see something here. I feel like I see something that get smacked? Oh, it did. Okay, so we have that up there. Ah, I don't know, man. I don't actually, now that I'm zoom or now that I've cleaned this up a little bit more, I don't think I feel so hip about failing in the internal high. I don't know if I feel so great about that anymore. But it's like at the same point in time, man, if you lose this low, like there's not support for some time, like at least down into there. And if you're gonna come that low, like why not hit the lows again? I'll tell you one thing, if we make it out of here, I would look back to this whole like the top this whole top section of this for further continuation up to where? Up to where? Up to here. Yeah, it would. Now that's a high that's probably worth watching because this high, yeah, now that's one I'd watch for a reaction off of because that high is has a relation. Yeah, those guys are related. Those guys are dating partners, so I would definitely watch that one. But anyways, that's too many undos. Let's do all the undos and let's go back and mark that high one more time, and then I don't know. See if there's anything you want to talk about. I'll set some alerts on BTC. That's what we should probably do. Yeah, we should probably do that. Can you look at OP? Yeah, yeah, I would love to. I have not. Oh, cool, Vegas, awesome. Doge guy here. Cool, cool, love it. Let's take a look at OP. I haven't looked at that one in probably, God, it's been at least a week or so. Probably need to wipe that whole chart and start over. Ooh, tell you right now, I don't like what I see on OP. I do not like that. So let's clean this up. Let's get that where it belongs. Let's be cognizant of the fact that we have what appears to be a pretty significant break after break after break. Apparently, okay. Let's get up to like maybe the daily time frame. Okay, all right. Now I feel a little bit better when I get to the daily. I don't. I have a rule that it takes two candles to form a high. Two consecutive candles to form a high. Do we have that between this low and this high? We do. So can that be considered a daily market structure point? It can. Did we break that daily market structure point? We did. Um, we did. We did. Right. So expectational order flow on the daily would be some manner of a lower high, or I'm sorry, a higher low for a higher high. I don't know, man. Like I see that, but when I go to the 4 hour, I just feel like that falls apart for me. Yeah, this is where it starts to fall apart for me, right? Because just kind of following this structure up, right? We break 4 hour market structure the first time right here. Sloppy action afterwards. And then we come down and we lose. Let's get that ugly line off of there. We lose a bunch more lows after that, right? We lose that one too, and then we lose this one. And so cool. So we break daily market structure. Sweet, awesome, great news. Um, we shift 4 hour structure afterwards. Not the end of the world. On the daily chart needs to form a higher low somewhere. So via 4 hour market structure, not too concerning. But the trouble is that at this point for me, because these breaks obvious obviously the 4 hour market structure is broken bearishly, then 4 hour market structure now needs to return to bullish for me to want to target a place like that. Which right now, Like it has to make it here for it to even flip the 4 hour back to bullish. So like what I want this to come down and I want it to take that low and then I want it to return. That's what I want it to do. Is it going to do what I want it to do? Who effing knows? Who effing knows? But at least this would start to look like an actual low that could tackle a high like that. It currently does not look like a low that can tackle a high like that. Um, yeah, it doesn't. It quite unfortunately does not. Like I would be more, yeah. Currently, I would be more interested in shorts and longs on this. Okay, so 15 minute. It looks like it has flipped back. Interesting, interesting. So it's like, gosh dang, see, that's just, it's this, it's just this. It's stuff like this that I don't love. I'm not even, I'm actually not even mad about these ones. I'm not even mad about those because the daily needed to retrace, it needed to form a higher low, and it needed to address some manner of liquidity before it makes another run up towards the high, right? So, like, I'm not even mad about that. It's just this kind of resistance here, like this. Ah, my brain, my mouth, my poor little mouth can't keep up with my brain. Um, this looks like a low that can test supply. I will say that. This does look like that's like exactly what I was drawing on what I wanted the 4 hour to look like. It does look like that on the 15. So that does look like a low that can tackle supply. I'm not, currently, I'm just not sold as to whether or not it can make it past that. But continuing to fill this gap, I think it could do something like that. Well, damn it, though. Damn it. See, this is I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting ahead of myself because we got problems here. We got problems. So where did it stop? That's an odd place to stop. That's a really odd place to stop, if you ask me. So I just was talking about how, oh, that's like so cool. That's the low I wanted to look at for a place run like this. Well, it's like, God damn it, though, you lose that structure right afterwards. You lose it right afterwards. You get a back test. That's in a funny spot, man. That's in a funny spot. Why did 15-minute break bearishly? Maybe just to, okay. Okay, so God, we got to use a lot of time frames on this. Okay, so it came down for a mitigation, which is good for healthy continuation. So it loses the 15 to form what? Like the 1 hour? Gives you like your higher low on your 1 hour. I see the mistake I made. Let me explain the mistake I just made. Um, I was talking about how this was a 15-minute break in market structure to turn around and flip bearishly on the 15. Here's the mistake I made. I did not go up to see how high of a time frame is this break still valid on. And there is two candles up on the 1 hour, two candles down, two candles up. So really referring to the high that was broken is this one, two up, that is a 1 hour high, right? So 1 hour breaks bullishly here, and we can see that the 1 hour has not broken bearishly here. Yeah, okay, we're getting calibrated. Sorry, haven't been on this chart in a while. We're getting calibrated. OP is coming for that high, and it is likely, very likely to break it. That high does look pretty weak. I wouldn't really be worried about OP until one whatever that says 18173. That is when my yeah, yeah, that's it seems that it will come from here to there. Yes, yes, it does. Is there anything like locally we could trade on this thing then? Is there anything fun? Did it give us anything neat? Okay, so it kind of is good. No, not really. Boy, not so much. Not so much. Boom, 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 boom. See, that's kind of funny, man. You don't really see BTC doing stuff like this. Like you get this mitigation. Let's draw it this way. You get this mitigation of demand, and then you come up and you crack the high that brought you there, putting in your breakage structure right here on your lower time frames, or on like the 3 minute or whatever. Um, but you see how, like, right after it initiates above this high, it returns damn near all the way to the low. BTC almost never does that. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying that makes for sloppy price action. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, can I find us a long trade though? Can I do that? No, I don't see one currently. I don't see one currently. I don't think I could trade this today, tomorrow, or Sunday. Um, I just don't see it. As much as I want to say it's going up to here, I don't feel like it is going to just do it like that and that we could enter here and cover this. I wouldn't be surprised if that worked, though. I would not be surprised if that worked. To be all honesty, I would not be surprised if that worked. Yeah, it's a little premature to get a really clean entry off of, though. But I think that's as much as I probably want to say about OP. Is I do feel like there isn't going to be another significant low like this one between here and here. I think it's well, I mean, like it could come up and do another mitigation and come up, and so it could give us another one. But so I guess let me state this more clear. Here, I feel like it's here before here. I really do. I do feel that way about it. Um, yeah, I do feel that way about it. And so it is almost like you could make a case then that even if you were to enter here, cover the low, and target up to there, I mean, it's like a 3 hour trade, but man, you're going to be in that trade for a long damn time. You're going to be in that trade for days. That looks like it'd be a long hold. And yeah, I don't love that entry. I just don't love that entry. I think it could potentially present some better stuff down the line. Like maybe we initiate above this and then get like a retest into here. Um, and then, then you kind of start changing this up a little bit. Like it would be so much better to find for me, this is just more my style. It would be so much better to find a 3R to get you to here. Like if you could get some structure to build that could establish a 3R to go to here, that's the kind of trade I would want to take. I'd rather be able to find a 3R to get me to this high than a 3R to get me to this supply. Mainly because I think that high is going to break. And yeah, just I don't. Let me put it this way: if you can find a 3R that'll get you to this high, well, then you're just not going to be in that trade as long, are you? And if it does break that high and smash face up in coming up here into supply, then you're going to have so much security in that trade. Yeah, you just be in a much more secure position. So I don't. Yeah, for me, no, I can't long this straight up to here. I need something a little bit different. But I'll set an alert on here because I want to know what happens. I want to know what happens. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna pay attention to OP if or when it breaks this high. That is when I'm gonna pay attention to OP. And again, I'm gonna be looking for some sort of idea in the event that I don't post about it. I'm gonna be looking for some sort of an idea where it initiates above this range and retests in, and I'm gonna be looking to find something here, see if I can justify a 3R trade to this high. That's how I would approach OP. That is how I would approach it. What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss in? the chat. Look at the P. Oh, damn, I thought it was going to replay. You're still here. Yeah, Farmer, I'm still here, bro. I'm still here. I normally, for like my time in Arizona, I'm normally like about 7:30 to 8:30 is what I try to do. And these goddamn carpet cleaners are supposed to be here at 8 o'clock. I got here at like, oh, I sweated my balls off moving all that furniture. And I still have to move it back. Ooh, I'm not happy. I'm not happy the carpet cleaners aren't here. Do we have anything else interesting to look at? Do we have any other, you little bastard, you? Really? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We were going to set some alerts on. I was going to set some alerts on BTC. So the strong low has to have an alert. And we're going to call this like 15 minutes. I'm going to do 15 ms strong low SL. 15 m strong low once per bar. You bastard! You're not going to come for it, are you? Yep. You're not going to do it. No. Nope. Nope. Oh man, BTC, you're doing. Come on, bro. Really? Okay, fine. All right. Fine. I'm just sorry. Let me attempt to say what was going on in my head. Um, I'm beginning to feel that we're going to hit areas like this before we retest areas like these. I literally think it's going to hold this low and come up to here, which I believe was, well, that's, yeah, that's the reason that low was on my chart when we started the stream. Um, which means that it's just going to be harder for me to find a long trade to take me up to here, right? Because once you break this, then it's like we start talking about tackling that. Where are we going to SFP this? Maybe. Um, we're getting a little overextended for me to want to plan any fresh longs like that. Yeah, see, if it would have come down a little bit deeper into one of these, that would have been cool to get involved in. Uh, but I don't know, man. I think it just takes this high and it may ultimately take that high today. So outside of an SFP on this high, to see how much further down into demand we can run it, I don't know if I would. I may be cool to do a full range rotation, but probably not going to happen. Probably not going to happen. Um, and then I would also expect after we initiate above this high that we're going to retrace. We're going to have some manner of retracement. And then it's just going to be a game of finding where the next higher low is going to form to drive back up to areas like that. Yeah, yeah, it looks like a boring couple of days for me. I don't see a lot of money. I don't see a ton of money to be made on BTC over the next couple of days. I don't. Um, I well, I guess we could do some BTC recapping. This is such a long shot, man. It's such a long shot. This we might get a reaction out of, but it may be short lived. It'd be an effing goddamn miracle to make a full rotation off of that one. My gut tells me I'm going to have to wait for something that looks more like this. This low. I think this low is going to be my next opportunity for longs. Wherever it falls. Obviously, we don't know where that's going to be yet, but I think that is going to be my next major opportunity for a long. All those trades from yesterday, those are all closed out. Got those no more. Yep, yep, yeah. So it's kind of tough. Like I can't. Okay, okay. Here's what I can say. Here's what I can say. I can say this. I can say some stuff and some things still. The only reality in which I catch a long trade anytime soon is the reality in which this does not come up and tackle this high, or SFP's that high. The SFP's that high, then God damn it, then we're back to game on. But I need to see it kind of roll over, maybe come down for a little dip further down somewhere, or I need to see it SFP this and return back to this high or this low or our strong low down here. If it came up here, SFP'd this, and then came back down to clear the bottom of the range out, then I would be interested, but only if it SFPs this or rolls over from here. If it's got to be so shallow. It has to be so shallow. I'm not lying. It needs to be like this level of SFP. Uh, yeah, if it comes up here, yeah, I don't think it's going to return to there. Like it has to be so shallow. Uh, yeah, it does. Jasper's destroyed. I want to take a look at Jasper. Good morning to Bully smoked out over there. Last 2 days were terrible. It's quite clear today. Poor Jasper is destroyed. Oh, look at Jasper. Do I even have Jasper? Jasper. I don't even know if I have. I don't know if I've ever looked at Jasper. It looks like a no to me. Jasper. I've heard the name a bunch. Jasper's destroyed. Jasper's destroyed, he says. No, it's just JAS. No, that's Jasmine. What the hell's the ticker for Jasper? I want to play along. Okay. More alert setting. Okay, so we got an alert there. I'm gonna go ahead and put an alert here, and I'm gonna say, oh, it's a town that's getting destroyed. My bad. Sorry to hear that. Okay. Once per bar, and I'm gonna say slim fucking chance of SFP and small range. Yeah, that's what that alert says. That's official. Let's see here. I have too many lines up here. Oh, one's a box. Get rid of that box. Let's get one up here that says range high touched. SFP. Yeah, long fucking shot. Long shot there, but whatever. We'll look for it. Seen crazier. Um, okay, so that's alerted. That's alerted. That's alerted. I don't need anything else. I don't need anything else. No, they're just the only local points that I could potentially be interested in. No, yeah, that's it. Those are only three alerts I need. Oh, TRD, you were on. You had your shit muted. I could understand the confusion. I could understand the confusion then. Yeah, you little bastard. You just are going to do it, aren't you? What was even that gap there? Gosh dang, that's a good little SFP. It's a good little SFP there. Oh, right off of VWAP too. Oh, oh, tisk, tisk, tisk. All of a sudden, I want to know if Binance took that other low there. Boom, 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 boom. No, not quite. Not quite. People be bullish. People be bullish. It's kind of surprising me that we couldn't. People be bullish, man. Damn. Damn. Yeah, I don't have anything else. I don't. I'm out. I've run out of things. So I'm gonna hope that somebody has a question, or I'm gonna go find something to eat, and I guess move all this furniture back. Oh, you know what I wanted to look at? It's B&B. B&B was on my mind the other day. I wanted to know if it. God damn you, B&B. No shit, huh? Okay. Okay, I see it. I see you. I see you. I was really wondering if it was going to break this low. Let's go to the daily chart. If it was going to break that low. Because if it did, I was like, bro, top is in on B&B. She done. But no, held the low. Cool. So yeah, I mean, yeah, B&B will stop. Yeah, it's gonna smoke this before it smokes this. I will enter a bet on that. I'll be damned, man. I'm so diabolical. I just wanted to see that happen so bad. So yeah, boom, you son of a bitch, you did it too. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch, you. Huh. All right, all right. Hey, let's go take a little peeky at Bohm real quick because I don't think you guys are asking any questions. So, oh, can you look at Ada really quick? Yeah. We'll do Ada. We'll do Ada for show. Show, we'll do Ada. Okay, all right. Okay, I see you, Bohm. I see you. I see you. All right, so probably a little bit of turbulence here. Just for funsies. I'm not going to put a lot of thought into this. Just for funsies. Uh, start kind of looking at a little something like that. That'd be cool. But yeah, anyways, Ada, Ada, Ada. Strong daily high. Okay. Oh yeah, look, Ada's just doing, Ada's just doing cool shit. You could have done better than that, Ada. Could have done better than that. It'd have been cool to see it make a full mitigation down here. That would have been neat, but it front ran that a little bit. But that's okay. I mean, that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. So we had this giant demand range. We have mitigated it pretty much spot on to the 50% too, for what it appears. Okay, pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. We had a strong daily high. We came back, broke that guy. We have mitigated. Looks very healthy. Looks very healthy. Boy, I would have never seen that coming. That just looks like pure dollar signs all the way through it. I would have never seen that coming. But follow the structure. Structure's up. Um, I highly suspect it's going to come for that high before it comes for that low. It just, being a Friday, like outside of something like leveraged, a leveraged position for me. Um, I would just soon wait until next week on it. I would just soon wait until next week. But it has a great flow to it. It has a really, really nice flow to it. Yeah, it does. It does. But let's see, let's go to 4 hour. Yeah. Yeah, so in a nutshell, I think I'd want to see initiation above that 4 hour high, and then I'd want to see it retrace, initiate above the 4 hour high, retrace. It's hard to really spot where the demand's going to be. It could literally be that one 4 hour candle that's staring us in the face right now. Um, but I want involvement after this and when this happens. That's when I uh, that's when I would want to play with Ada. Yep, that's when I would want to play with it. Um, I don't think I want to short it. No, I don't want to short it. But I don't want to long it either with this 4 hour high right above it, already having that extension to it. Yeah, I don't want to long it either. So um, looks great like on a larger scale, on a bigger picture. I think it looks really really good, which excites the shit out of me because it's yeah, I think it's still my biggest holding. XRP's up there. I own just weird shit. Um, Yeah, it looks good, but again, I want to see initiation above that high. I want to see a retracement back into some manner of mitigation, whether we're just mitigating this range as a whole, or whether we have, yeah, yeah. That's all I can say. I want to see this. I want involvement wherever this low forms after the retracement of the initiation above that high. That's where I want to be involved. Waiting for lower for a swing. I just don't see it going much lower, man. I just don't see it going much lower. Can I build a case for why it could or should go lower? Not really. I mean, like it has to. Bully, are you talking lower in this zone? You talking lower down there? You wanna swing long it from like below this low somewhere? Got up by the carpet cleaners. So rude. Woke up early for nothing. I guess I could vacuum at least. I was hoping for 37. I wasn't expecting it to bounce where it did yesterday. Yeah, I don't think it's 37. You're currently hoping for 37? So you want that like 4 hour high to SFP then? Yeah, so it's like for me for like 37 to work, right? That's like this guy. He's down here. For 37 to even work, for me it would need to like SFP this high and then turn around and SFP the low and then head back up. I think that's the only reality in which I can see that 37 working. 37 is pretty, it'd have to be pretty quick too, huh? Because you don't want to break this. You don't want to break that. Um, well, I'm going to wish the best for you because we all know anything is effing possible. We all know it's possible, right? We definitely know it can happen. Um, I just, my bones are telling me, things like this. That's what my bones are. It's rattling in my bones. All right. Well, 8:30. Bitcoin's not going to let me play today. It kicked me out of the sandbox. I apparently offended it. And I've got furniture to move. So, oh, and I got a carpet cleaner to call. Yeah, yeah, we're calling those guys dicks. So, uh, yeah, guys, Brewberry out. No, the cleaner did not come. They did not come. All right, Brewberry out.